Bill Barnwell, ESPN Plus, ESPN staff writer. Trey Lance is one of the players who barely played last season, but might be an MVP candidate in 2022. Can Trey Lance go from backup to MVP candidate in 1 year? I don't agree with this. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he'd definitely be a sleeper player in the NFL, especially in fantasy, in my opinion. I think he's going to impress a lot of people, but I don't think he's suddenly a jump to an MVP candidate after 1 year of not playing at all to MVP candidate. And if that was true, he would definitely jump up in the top 15 quarterback conversation, or even top 10, somewhere on there, if he was an MVP candidate for this season, which would be insane. I think he definitely has a lot of potential in general. His ceiling is very high, and I think the sky's the limit for Trey Lance. And he has probably the best situation off all the players of last year. If he would have played, I think he probably had a good situation around him. I personally think they should have put him in and really not sacrifice to play Jimmy Rockwell the whole last season. But that's my opinion. Comment down below your opinion on this. And is he going to be an MVP candidate this season? ESPN, rules used for banana ball. Used by the Savannah Bananas. Speed, games are limited to 2 hours. Mountain visits are prohibited. If a fan catches a foul ball, it's an out, which that's a very interesting rule to have. I kind of like that idea. It could be a very interesting thing to do with the MLB. Some people in the comments like the MLB needs to adapt some of these rules or they're going to die and it's not going to be as good, which honestly I kind of agree with. The 2 hours, I don't really know if a lot of people would like that. Maybe 3 I would say might be a good, but 2 hours seems like a very good time, 2 to 3. I think the MLB should definitely have that as a thing and stop extra innings and just do 2 or 3 hours. ESPN, rules for banana ball used by Savannah Bananas. Batting, if you step out of the batter's box, it's a strike. Very interesting rules to add. That would be a very good one as well. If you attempt to bunt, it's an ejection. They have injections for that. Hitters can steal first base on a wild pitch at any point at an at-bat, which is that should already be a rule in my opinion. A wild pitch should allow you to steal at first, and I agree with that. ESPN, after the fourth walk, a batter begins sprinting around the bases, and a defense can do anything until all 9 of its players can touch the baseball, producing a mad scramble that usually results in either a double or a rundown. A very interesting set of rules to have. I don't know if the MLB will do that one, but they should add some of these rules in the MLB. ESPN, gameplay, each inning as its own entity. A match play style format where the scores reset for the top half of each frame. The first team to take 5 innings wins the game. That's very interesting of the gameplay. Probably makes sense why it's only 2 hours compared to the normal for MLB, which 2 hours I think would have a very good sense of pace for how usually long watching the MLB game takes.